His name is Trey Yesavage. Maybe you heard of him?
Trey Yesavage, drafted just 1 year ago, started the season in A-ball. What a performance in his fourth major league start.
And Toronto lets him know how they feel about him and about this outing. 5 2/3, sparkling for Yesavage.
Absolute dominance at Dodger Stadium.
Such a cool story to see a young kid like this on the biggest stage.
He flew through the minor leagues and became a household name in October with the Toronto Blue Jays. Trey Yesavage, that 2025 season was a movie for this young right-hander. He was a top 100 prospect heading into 2025. Now we find out he is the number 12 prospect in all of baseball. I'm back with the guys who put the list together. We got Jonathan Mayo, Jim Callis, and Sam Dykstra of MLB Pipeline. Okay, Jim, who do you think could have, and it's hard to say anybody could do the same thing that Trey Yesavage did, but if you had to guess, and there would be a player off your top 100 list that could have a meteoric rise like Trey Yesavage in 2026, who would you go with?
I'd go with Liam Doyle. The one thing that gives me a little bit of pause is I'm not sure how much of a contender the Cardinals are, but if they get to the playoffs, I'll bet you that Liam Doyle is a part of it. This guy has an explosive fastball. Guys just could not hit in college baseball last year. Led NCAA Division I, 15.4 strikeouts per 9 innings. He's got 3 secondary pitches that all can be solid when they're on. He loves to attack hitters. He's very animated on the mound, up-tempo guy. If he's not going to make the opening day roster, Greg, but if he did, he wouldn't be phased. I know he's going to spring training thinking he's competing for a spot in the opening day roster, and I just think he's got the stuff and makeup that if he got the opportunity, he might do something similar to what Trey Yesavage did.
I can't believe Jim just decided to cater to Greg's St. Louis Cardinals fandom by picking Liam Doyle. No, it's actually a very good pick. I'm going to stick with the lefty from the draft as well, and that's Jamie Arnold, who the A's were very thrilled and probably surprised lasted to number 11 overall in the draft. Had as good track record in college as just about any starter at Florida State. 2025 was a little bit up and down, but then he finished really strong. He flat out competes. His slider could get hitters in the big leagues out right now. The stuff is ticked up. He's athletic on the mound. He's got a fastball that can touch upper 90s. The slider I mentioned is probably one of the better breaking pitches from the class, and he's got a good changeup to boot. I think the A's are sneaky good. So I have a feeling that he's going to start at a high level, and they won't hesitate to move him up to help that young core of hitters if they're hanging around the AL West.
Yeah, for me, guys, let's go to the team that got knocked out of the ALCS by the Blue Jays last year in Trey Yesavage, and Seattle and first rounder Cade Anderson. For starters, I think the Mariners have one of the deepest rotations in baseball, right? I think that's going to allow Cade Anderson to cook and marinate a bit more in the minor leagues than he would in maybe some other organizations. It allows Seattle to manage his innings and assignments like Toronto did last year with Yesavage. On merit, I think he would be pushing for a debut earlier than August or September. Above average pitches, the fastball and changeup especially look like plus offerings. He's got playoff experience already. He's won a most outstanding player award in the College World Series. Can you imagine Seattle trying to push through to the World Series and bringing up somebody like Cade Anderson as a ringer late in the year? It seems like things are really set up for that to happen in 2026.